Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody. Well guys, today is a really difficult choice for me what patron to choose for discussing, since on the Japanese yen you also could see the really thrusting significant action to the upside that stands in a row with our analysis. But today I have decided still to dedicate this update to the Great British Pound, because the situation here is a bit more difficult than the Japanese yen. The Japanese yen just stands with our analysis and stands with our ABCD pattern that we have discussed. That market probably should hit 103.65 area as the target of the weekly bread and butter sell trade. And market now, although it has shown the real significant, just explosive jump up, it still stands in a row with our analysis, and you could proceed with the trading of the Japanese yen in upward direction by yourself. But on the Great British Pound, the situation is a bit not as clear as on the Japanese yen. In the Japan, as you know, recent statement of the Bank of Japan suggests the increasing the term of the dovish policy of the Japan Bank of Japan for 1 year. That's as you know, the Bank of Japan trying to stimulate the reasonable inflation and continuing to increase the liquidity of the national economy, or spending the money on the different programs. Well, and that put the foundation for a significant drop of the Japanese yen to other currencies, and you can see this explosive move to the upside. Now, on the Japanese yen, this move stands as the part of the puzzle of our big plan that suggests after some time the significant retracement to the downside, significant increasing the value of the yen. But right now we stand in a retracement after the solid bearish pattern that has been formed on the monthly time frame chart on the Japanese yen. So guys, if you forget this analysis, you could just refresh it by reading recent weekly research that dedicated to Japanese yen. As you know, 2 previous weeks we have dedicated to the Japanese yen, and here you could find the detailed analysis of this situation. But now let's shift to the Great British Pound. As we have said, on the weekend we expect to see, although the overall picture looks bullish on the Great British Pound on the weekly time frame chart, on the monthly time frame chart, meantime on the daily time frame market has hit the lever bottom. And we said that although we will probably try to take the long position, but we should do this on some rally, on some retracement. So the major rule here is to trying to buy the dip and sell the rallies. That is what we would like to do on any market. The major question was still is whether the market will show the deep retracement on the daily time frame chart, so it will reach the, for instance, 166 area, or we will see some creeping to the upside till the resistance that we have found on the higher time frame chart. And depending on this action, we should apply different tools for trading. So if market will show the deep retracement, we will start to search for long entry somewhere in this area. But if market will start to form some intraday patterns, for instance, intraday bread and butter trade, we could try to trade these smaller patterns on the intraday charts. Well, on the daily time frame chart we could see only the former picture. So we have nice thrust up, market has hit our bot, and if market will show the retracement, the first level to watch for is right here, because that is the previous swing high, that is the weekly pivot point that hasn't been tested yet on the current week, by the way. That is the monthly pivot resistance one that market has passed through. Also take a look, that is the first fib support, 166 area. So if market will form here some pattern, the first pattern to watch for will be the bread and butter buy right from this area. But now we will try to understand whether market will reach this area or not, or market will show some smaller patterns on the intraday charts. That is Great British Pound 4-hour time frame chart. We see that the trend has shifted to the bearish side here. That is the thrust, smaller thrust on the 4-hour time frame chart that is suitable for Giordano directional pattern by itself, because market could form some smaller brand body, for example, or a double repo or something of that sort here. But what we see right now, market has shown the crossing of the 3x3 moving average. So that is two necessary steps for the brand body trade. Thrust up, closing below the 3x3, 1, 2 sessions to the downside. Okay, but market hasn't accomplished the third major step. Market should reach the significant fib support area. Then the first significant fib support area from this thrust is 166.70 area. But take a look, market hasn't hit it, so we can't treat it as the brand body. Hence, we can't take the long position right here. In the first scenario that we have discussed, that market could creep with the overbought, with the forming small patterns on the intraday charts, probably will not happen. So what else we could get here? A second pattern that we could get based on this thrust is the double repo sell. If market will form it, in this case we probably should be focused on the deeper retracement, and that could be the trigger and pattern for brand bottom on the daily time frame chart. Because if market will form the double repo sell on the 4-hour time frame chart, that could be the trigger and pattern that will lead price right to this level. In this case, you can see the compounding of the different patterns on the different time frame charts. That's very interesting. But for that purpose, we need that market show some greater retracement to the upside. This should look like the attempt to continue move higher. That is in general how double repo patterns works. We need to see that market is trying to continue move higher based on this upward momentum, and the failure, the capitulation of the bulls, is the major moment of the double repo. But right now we do not see it. We see just a small shallow bounce to the upside, very small retracement. That doesn't allow us to speak about this as the double repo pattern. So the third moment, the third pattern that we could get is the ABCD to the downside. So that could be, for instance, such sort of the action. This could be a B leg and BC leg, so that could lead market right to this area, 166.04. That will give us, and that's also confluence support, as you can see on the 4-hour time frame chart, and that will give us the brand bottom on the daily time frame chart. So we could lead this area not by the double repo sell, but by just the ABCD pattern to the downside. And currently it seems as the most probable scenario, because this is really a too lazy action for a double repo. So here should be some really thrusting attempt, the final hope of the bulls to continue move higher, trying to push it through these highs and to continue move higher. And when the bulls are capitulating here, that leads to some significant plunge down, is how the double repo works. But here we do not see such issue. So we see just lazy retracement, very small, some sort of the 3.8, and probably market could turn to the continuation. Anyway, guys, we could say that here we do not have the brand bottom on the 4-hour time frame chart. Hence, just two patterns that we will monitor today on the 4-hour time frame chart of the cable. The first pattern is the still possible double repo when the Europe session will become hotter. And more participants will start to trade. Maybe market will form something here. That's the first pattern to watch for. But if this will not be the double repo, the second pattern to watch for is just a simple ABCD that will create an agreement with this confluence support. That will be our triggering pattern for taking the long position on the daily time frame chart, as the brand body setup will be completed on the daily chart. The target of this pattern, the minimum target, will be just the 618 retracement right back up from the whole move to the downside. That will be not small move. Besides, this brand body could become the triggering pattern for upward continuation, because in this case, when the brand body will be formed, market will not be at the overbought anymore, and this will have a lot of room to continue move high, and our long-term analysis of the monthly time frame chart, on the weekly time frame chart, suggests that particularly this action we should see in the medium-term perspective. So that's our trading plan for Great British Pound. Also, guys, keep an eye on the Japanese yen, because this market is really very interesting and clear what is more significant for trading. It's very attractive. And if market will hit our target tomorrow, we will definitely dedicate the daily update, since our long-term analysis will need to be updated. So that's all for today. Let's see how it will turn, and hope that market will give us the necessary pattern for today's trading.